Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a few layouts coming your way, and I'm starting off with this cut file that has a bunch of layered stars, and then this is a paper pad, a hot bonus one from Michaels, and it was called Blues and Navies. And so I am going to flip through all of the shades and pick out which one I wanted to do. This one is a picture I'm scrapping from Memorial Day, but it definitely has a place in 4th of July, either way. But so if you're like me, I like to do my die cuts and also utilize any uncut spaces. So on this one, you can see all these butterflies that I also took off. But I'm trying to paint with cheap and acrylic paint. This one's called Red Apple. Some stripes on those stars. So I'm letting that dry a little bit, and you see I just went in there very casually with some paint, and now I'm watering down the little tub I had it sitting with, and we're going to do some paint splatters in the background. I am also then going to go in with some white Liquitex ink as well to get some white splatters on the nice kind of like true blue cardstock that I chose for the background. Now, I had some inspiration, I am not going to lie, from the lovely Paige Evans. She had done a layout for the Click Kits, and she used a star cutout. So I actually already had one purchased from the Silhouette Design Studio. I will leave the link down below, but Paige Evans is just as good. So if anything, I'll try to leave both, and you can decide which one that you would like to use for your layout. So here's that Liquitex ink. I just like this one the best. I mean, I do have some shimmers and some other sprays that could do it well too, but having a dark background, this Liquitex liquid ink actually shows up the most opaque in my opinion. So I'm just saying you can use what you like, but if you want like some bright white, like you can definitely see it on camera here, definitely go get with the Liquitex. So here it is. I punched it out. It is dry. Now I will say too, because I left it on the cutting mat and taking it off, do this very slowly, guys, because you could rip it. So you can see how cool the outline came. So now this one had, don't mind Valentina's hands in this because I am definitely doing this part with her sitting on my lap. You'll see the white acrylic paint gets smashed around a little bit too. So like I said, it was just a staggered stars. So I did every other one, and I made a pile of both sizes so that you could see some of the blue paper between each layer. So that was the look I was going for. Look at her little hand. She's so cute. She's helping me. So like I said, I'm doing each layer, but then I'm alternating which pile I put them in order to have kind of two stars. Now I had the intention of just using one at first, but you'll see that I definitely made use of both of them, which, hey, good, that's good. There's no leftover supplies on my desk. Look at her play with paint. So I'm definitely happy that I'm getting back into the my scrap room area. Valentina is now 7 months, and so she can be a little entertained. She's starting to sit. So she can sit like, you know, in the bed, or I have like one of those activity saucers in my craft room too. So I can watch her and do some videos. So it's kind of nice. And like I said, I have a few videos coming up. I'm not in any design teams at the moment. Like I said, I had a baby. But it's good because now I'm just going through my stash, and I definitely have used for every layout that you'll see soon. Just products from my stash and things that I've had, so that's good. But I do have also 2 hauls because I went shopping, because I have not spent any money on craft supplies in like 7 months, so that's good. So stay tuned for that. So here I am trying to figure out how to use both of the stars. Like I said, I wanted to only use one, but then I was like, you know what, I can definitely use both of them. So I was able to do this with a fine liner. So everyone knows what these are, and inside is Scotch quick dry glue or tacky glue or whatever it is called right now. So I go ahead and do the layers for the big one here, and then off kilter on that bottom corner will be the second stars cluster. So that's really what I do here. And then the last things on here, not the last things, let me think, I can't even remember what's coming up next. Hold on. Okay, so once I am getting that up, then I start doing the second one. Sorry, a little bit of a confusion moment there. So they kind of matched up quite nicely as far as, you know, off the sheet. But what's key though is that you'll see me cut off the parts that are falling off the page from this one, and I use it in 2 other corners, so it looks like I technically have like 4 stars coming off my page when it's really just the leftovers from the one I cut. So don't throw away your scraps. This is a lesson for you. use them and have like just more detail. So in essence, it almost came out like 2 extra clusters on my page, which is really cool. So, like I said, I'm using my stash. So I got these, I had the sunglass wood veneer. This was a sticker cluster called the Months that was at Hobby Lobby. And then I picked a few of those. This is what Amy Tangerine collection. The gold side is one side and then it was white on the other. I do not know what collection it's from because I just have stuff now sitting in my stash that I have to use up, so I'm not going to know all of the collection names, and I do apologize. I used to be so on top of it. I'm using a button, that white button that says "So Loving This" is from Feed Your Craft. It's an Etsy store. And then tiny word stickers, that's the Tim Holt one, but it's called Occasion, so the things read like Red, White, and Blue, and United We Stand, and just definitely patriot themed verses. Some white thread underneath my picture, and then I go in with Nouveau Gold drops, and I do some 3 little drops all the way around my layout. So that would be the final detail on the close-ups. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Like I said, stay tuned, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!